Our next topic is right angle triangles and Pythagoras property. We can classify the triangles based on its angles. If one angle of a triangle is 90 degree, then the triangle is known as right angle triangle or right triangle. A triangle in which one angle is 90 degree is called a right angle triangle. Now consider the triangle. We can name the triangle A, B, C. So the given triangle is a triangle ABC. Now look here, angle B is equal to 90 degree. The measure of angle B is 90 degree. So we can call triangle ABC as a right angle triangle because one angle is 90 degree. Then the other two angles we can call it as acute angles. That means angle A and angle C are acute angles. So angle B is equal to 90 degree and angle A and angle C are acute angles. So what is meant by an acute angle? The measure of the angle is less than 90 degree. Then consider the angle B. Now which side is opposite to angle B? We can see that the side AC is opposite to angle B. The side which is opposite to 90 degree is called the hypotenuse. So in this triangle, AC is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means the side which is opposite to 90 degree is called the hypotenuse. So in this triangle, AC is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. Hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. And the other two sides, AB and BC, are known as the legs of the right angle triangle. So AB and BC are known as the legs of the given right angle triangle. So angle B is equal to 90 degree. The side which is opposite to 90 degree is called the hypotenuse. So AC is the hypotenuse and the other two sides AB and BC are known as the legs of the right angle triangle. Now these legs, sometimes they are referred to as base and height of the given right angle triangle. So angle B is equal to 90 degree. So the side which is opposite to 90 degree is the hypotenuse. Here AC is the hypotenuse and AB and BC are the legs, and these legs are sometimes referred to as, one of them we can call it as the base and the other one we can call it as height or perpendicular. Now when we talk about the right angle triangles, we have one important property regarding the right angle triangles. The name of the property is Pythagoras property. Then who is this Pythagoras? Now you can see the picture of this great Greek mathematician. He was a great Greek mathematician and philosopher of 6th century BC. And he found an important property regarding right angle triangles, and the name of the property is Pythagoras property or Pythagoras theorem. This property is named after him because it is believed that he is the first one to give a proof of this property. Therefore, the property is known as Pythagoras property or Pythagoras theorem. Now we can look into what is this Pythagoras property. So the Pythagoras property is like this. In a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on its legs. The square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on its legs. Now consider this right angle triangle ABC. angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, AC is the hypotenuse, the side which is opposite to 90 degree. And AC is the hypotenuse. And AB and BC are the legs of the given right angular triangle. Now, suppose the length of the hypotenuse is given as C and the length of the legs are given as B and A respectively. Now, the theorem states that, or the property states that, the square on the hypotenuse, so here the hypotenuse is AC. The square on the hypotenuse means AC square. The square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on its legs. That means sum of the squares of other two sides. The other two sides are, one is AB. So, we have to take the square of AB square plus then the square of the other side, that is BC square. So, the square on the hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to sum of the squares on its legs, that is AB square plus BC square. Now, we can write down the length of these sides. Hypotenuse, the length is given as C, we can write it as C square. C square is equal to the sum of the lengths of other two sides, that is AB is A, so we have to take the square, A square plus BC is B, so we can write it as a B square. Therefore, C square is equal to A square plus B square. So, you have to learn the statement properly. So, in a right angular triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on its legs, or we can simply say that sum of the squares of other two sides. So, AC square, which is equal to AB square plus BC square, and C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now, consider this a right angular triangle ABC, and the length of the sides are given. The length of the hypotenuse, that is AC, which is represented by the letter C, and the measure is given as a 5 centimeter. So, we can write AC is equal to 5 centimeter. Then, the length of the other two sides, or length of the legs, AB equal to 3 centimeter. Then BC equal to 4 centimeter. Now, we can look into the Pythagoras property. Now, what is the Pythagoras property? The square on the hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, or the sum of the squares on its legs, that is AB square plus BC square. Now, the length of AC is given, that is a 5 centimeter. So, we can write as 5 square equal to AB is 3. So, we can write as 3 square plus BC is a 4. We can write as 4 square. Now, what is meant by 5 square? That means the square of a number. The square of a number is obtained by multiplying the number by itself. The square of a number is obtained by multiplying the number by itself. For example, 1 square. Suppose if you want to find out 1 square, we can say that 1 into 1. The number is multiplied by itself. So, 1 square is equal to 1. Suppose if you want to find out the square of 2, 2 squared equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. So, the square of a number is obtained by multiplying the number by itself. Here you can see the square of the numbers. 8 square, 8 into 8, 64. 9 square, 9 into 9, 81. Suppose if you want to find out the square of 10, that is 10 squared, which is equal to 10 into 10. So, you have to multiply 10 with the 10 itself, therefore, you will get it as 100. So, square of 10 is 100. Similarly, if you want to find out 11 squared, so 11 squared, 11 into 11, so which is equal to 121. So, in this way, you can find out the square of a number. Now look at our question. 5 square. 5 square means 5 into 5. What you will get? 25. Which is equal to 3 square. 3 square means 3 into 3 equal to 9 plus 4 square means 4 into 4 16. So 9 plus 16 you add it, 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. So we can say that 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 3 centimeter are the length of the sides of a right angle triangle. So if the given triangle satisfies the Pythagoras property, then we can say that the triangle is a right angled triangle, and this Pythagoras property is satisfied only for right angled triangles. Now we can consider another example. Determine whether the triangle whose lengths of sides are 8 cm, 6 cm, 10 cm is a right angled triangle. Now the length of the three sides are given. So you have to verify whether the given triangle is a right angled triangle. So with these lengths, whether the triangle is possible or not. Now out of these three measures, you have to take the length of the hypotenuse as a 10 centimeter. Can you say why? Because in a right angled triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side. So the largest measure you have to take it as the length of the hypotenuse. If you want, you can draw a right angled triangle also. Suppose we have a right angled triangle and you can name the right angled triangle ABC. Angle B is 90 degree. Therefore, the side opposite to 90 degree we can take it as the hypotenuse and take the length of the hypotenuse as 10 centimeter. And the length of the other two sides are known as legs, and we can take the length as, one of them we can take it as 8 centimeter and the other one we can take it as 6 centimeter. Now we have to verify whether the given triangle is a right angled triangle with these measures. So we have to apply Pythagoras property. What is Pythagoras property? The square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So we can write as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square according to Pythagoras property. So you have to start the statement in that way. According to Pythagoras property, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now substitute the values. AC equal to 10 centimeter. So we can write as 10 square, the square on the hypotenuse, equal to AB. AB is 6. So AB square means a 6 square. Then plus BC is 8 centimeter. So we can write it as 8 square. Now 10 square, the square of the number is obtained by multiplying the number by itself. So 10 square means 10 into 10, which is equal to 100. So 100 is equal to 6 square. 6 square means 6 into 6. What is 6 into 6? 36 plus 8 square. 8 square means 8 into 8. 8 into 8 is 64. Now we have to add 36 plus 64. 36 plus 64. Now we will get the sum as 100. So what we can say? 8 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 10 centimeter are the length of the sides of a right angle triangle. Now if a triangle is not right angled, Pythagoras property does not hold good. So the Pythagoras property is not satisfied in the case of a triangle which is not right angle triangle. This property is useful to determine whether the given triangle is right angled or not. Suppose a triangle is given to you, length of the sides are also given, and whether the given triangle is a right angled triangle, you can apply the Pythagoras property. So the Pythagoras property is useful to determine whether the given triangle is a right angled triangle or not. That's all for today's class. Thank you.